Now that you have learned about the basics of formulas, learned how to perform some basic calculations, and how to select ranges and copy formulas, next we will have an introduction to functions, including using some common statistical functions. And then we will learn about some more advanced functions that a data analyst might also be used. So now first look at that uh, what are functions. So functions are basically predefined formulas in Excel which are used to perform some calculations. You can say some simple or complex calculations. In functions, the main advantage is the reusability. And function can be used with arguments and can return values. Using functions can be applied on numbers, text values, like by enclosing within the parentheses, and function can be started with the help of equal to sign followed by the function name. And then if you want to pass the list of arguments, and if you have multiple arguments, then you need to write a comma within the arguments under the parentheses, like this way. That is the function name. Then parenthesis start argument 1 comma arguments 2, parenthesis closed. We will see function examples in further. Now there are some rules to enter a function. So first rule is that we need to write a function using a equal to sign. Then function name must be a valid Excel name. Like we have different types of functions like sum, average, minimum, maximum, various functions are there. Function name must be followed by an opening and closing parenthesis. One more thing about functions is that arguments, if you want to use arguments, basically arguments include the range. Suppose you need to apply sum over this numbers, and under the parenthesis you have write the range of the numbers for what you want to find the sum, for what values you need to find the sum. Next, some common functions are there. Common means like these are the fastest way that we have some common functions for finding the average, count, maximum, minimum, and many more functions are there. So you can see these functions over there. Will show you in the practical part also that where you can find these functions, or if you are not unable to find any function, then how to find that particular function. So these are some common functions and their functionality. Some basically used to calculate or find the total of range values. Average will return the average of numbers. Maximum will return the largest value. Minimum will return the minimum value, or you can say lowest value. Count will count the number of elements, and today it is used to show the current date. So these are some common functions. Now let's practice these functions. For that I need to open Excel. Just open Excel. I have already opened a sheet. So this is the sheet, and I need to perform some functions on over this data. That is some basic functions that are average, minimum, max, count, and median. So let me show you that how to find these functions. So for that, you can see like I have a option over here. See here. So here you can find the option of some common functions, that is sum, average, count numbers, maximum, minimum, and more functions can be come from this, like clicking on the more functions. And if you want to find more functions, then where there in Excel we have a tab that is formulas. Let me first calculate some basic formulas for you, like the average of the numbers. Then we will find the minimum of the numbers. So for that, see, for average you need to click over here and you need to set your cursor over this cell and just simply go in the this part and you need to click on average. So you can see by default it is selecting the values ranging from B2 up to B15, but as you can see we have values only till B13, so you can change from here like simply by writing, just a minute, see. So you need to, by default it will provide the range from here to the number of range to this cell. You need to select the values and just press enter. So you will find the average of this particular column. For other columns you just need to use the autofill option by this way. So this way it will show you the calculated values. Same way, if you need to find the minimum value, just click over here, click on minimum. Now again you need to select the range of values and simply press the enter. So this way it will provide you the minimum value and just use the autofill option and it will show you the minimum value of other columns. For maximum, again you need to go to there, maximum, select the range and just press enter and simply drag these using the autofill option. For count, again you need to count numbers, select the range. Now simply same way drag this option, or by using autofill option you will get the count of other columns. Now for median, what you have to do, see when you see here you will not find the median function. So for median you need to click on this more functions from this tab, then from here you need to select the statistical functions and here you will find the median function. So just click on OK. Before finding the median, let me just explain you that median returns the exact middle of a range of selected values. If you are selecting an odd number of values, it will return the figure that is middle value in your selected range. But if you have selected an even number of values in your range, it will return the middle figure between the two middle values in your range. So for finding the median, what you have to do, you just need to select the range from here and just click on OK button. So this way you will be able to find the median, and by just dragging this way you will find the median of other column. So this is the basic formulas of Excel, and other categories of formulas are available in the formula tab. So here you can see in the function library group there are drop down list for several function categories. See, for this we have a drop down, for this we have drop down. So all for all we have a drop down categories. So now for this you can see the recently used functions are there, that recently we have used the median function, so that's why it is present here. Let me just zoom in the video, sorry, zoom in the by this. Okay, so just zoom. So now you can see the categories, that is the auto sum, the recently used functions are there. Then we have financial functions. If you hover over the name of function, you see a short description over there. See, when you hover the cursor over here, you will get the short description. But after the financial functions, we have some logical functions over here. So various functions are there. Then we have some text functions. Under this category, we are having the function that is concat, which is an updated version of a previous function that is concatenate. So now in the latest version, we are using the concat function. Then we are having the date and time functions, then some lookup and reference functions, so math and trigonometric functions. And if you are not getting any function in this category, then you have a category of more functions. So here you can see by category, you will find the all functions, that is statistical, engineering, cubic, like information, some compatibility functions, or some web functions. So various categories are there. We will discuss some functions while doing the data analyst part.